I even think what was the one clip you did on Comedy Central? I saw I was like, yeah, he's talking about his life. I was there. Like,
oh yeah, yep, yeah, I did that.
Like white friends and yeah,
going up in Mesa and shit.
But yeah, it was like I forget when I think because I listen to Joe Rogan probably if not every episode when he has some of the crazy kooky right wing dudes I fall off, but for the most part I probably listen to like almost I would say 80% of all his shit and I remember he brought you up, and I was like, "Oh shit, it's about to get real for this kid,
dude."
Because he's like the kingmaker.
Yeah, and it was so wild is that like literally, I haven't even been on his podcast yet, but literally anytime he says my name or anything like that, I just start like all of a sudden I start getting a bunch of follows, and I'm like, "Fuck, like what?" But it's like a lot at like a time in a wild way, and I'm like, "The hell?" And then all of a sudden some of my homies will be like, "Yo,
I heard it. Yeah.
Joe Rogan's talking about you right now. He said this, and that."
So how did you guys become friends?
Bro, that was a random. Like all the shit that happens to me is so fucking random.
Because for people who don't realize, I mean, Joe Rogan is the most successful podcaster ever, and for people who are watching this that aren't tapped in with the stand-up world, like he's like low key the kingmaker. Like if he co-signs you as a comedian,
that's a big plug.
It's a huge plug. Man.
Yeah, it's like they compare it to like Johnny Carson, like back in the day.
Yeah,
like if you got on Johnny Carson.
And now if you go do Joe Rogan's podcast, it's like you could at least go on tour.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you gonna do good.
Yeah. So you guys became friends how?
So the Comedy Store has this. So they have like their paid regulars, right?
Yep.
And they have this program where like you work your way up into a paid regular called the development spots. And that's like the status I'm at there right now. And I was going to do like one of my development spots. So like they put a development spot like right at the top of the show. They just go up and do like 5-minute set, blah blah blah. That's their spot for the week.
Right.
And I was doing one where Rogan was on the lineup, and and usually like when I was first doing them, I would just kind of just sit there quiet, just because all the big dogs are back there, and I kind of was just like chill in the corner, you know what I mean? And then he came on, he just started talking to me. He was like, "What's up, man?" I was like, "Oh, what's up, homie?" And like we just started chopping it up. Then we started talking about like we got real deep. All of a sudden we started talking about like, he started talking about his dad. I started talking about like my stepfather and the crazy shit we went through with them. We started talking about like, our anger problems. Then we started talking about books and all this shit. And it was a really great conversation. And then as I'm leaving, because I just had got off stage, I went to go say bye to him. I was like, "All right, Joe, pleasure, blah, blah, blah." And he was like, "Wait, what's your Instagram, man? I want to follow you, blah, blah, blah." Right. And I was like, "Oh, shit." I was like, there it is, blah, blah, blah. I was already following him.
Right, of course.
But yeah, he started following me, and then, I remember we had talked about, he geeks out over my cheerleading.
Of course.
He thinks it's like the craziest thing. Yeah. He's just like a guy your size,
flipping
doing
and
that,
throwing people around.
Yeah, he goes, it's insane. Like, because a guy my size isn't supposed to be able to do the flips that like I'm able to do. It's not. It's like it shouldn't be a thing. It's a lot of weight to like carry. Yeah, needless to say. And so he's just like, geeked out over that. And then he gave me his number. He's like, "Yo, come open for me tonight at the store. I got a spot for you, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, whoa. And I didn't know if he had like seen me perform yet or anything like that. But he kind of was just like, "Yeah, come, I'll throw you up." And ever since then, we just been cool.